You ready?
Nobody tells me.
Let's roll. Good afternoon, everyone. I call to order our city council meeting scheduled for today, April 9th. Roll call, Ms. Adams.
Mayor Clea McCaw,
Present.
Vice Mayor Carolyn Flowers.
I don't think she's on yet.
No, not on yet. Councilmember Faye Jackson. Councilmember Ken Kilmery.
Present.
Councilmember Angelica Landry.
Present.
Councilmember Brian Myers.
Present.
Councilmember Mark Rodriguez.
Present.
Mr. Mayor, you have a quorum.
Thank you, ma'am. We'll have our prayer by yours truly, and then our pledge of allegiance by Councilman Rodriguez. Please stand.
Sorry, Mr. Mayor, I wasn't able to use my mic. I have ability now. Thank you.
There she is.
Thank you.
Let us pray. Gracious God, we gather today as servants of this community, neighbors, leaders, and citizens united by a common goal, hope, for a city that is just, safe, and thriving for all. Grant our council members wisdom that arises above personal interests, courage to make difficult decisions, and humility to truly listen to the voices of those we serve. May every policy debate and every voice cast be guided by genuine desire for the common good. Bless these residents in the city, those who struggle, those who prosper, and the long established and newly arrived. Remind us that good governance is the act of care for one another. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Please join me in a pledge of the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. And we have item number 1, Councilwoman Landry.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move that the agenda for the April 9th, 2026 City Council meeting be approved as written.
Second. Been properly moved and second. Any discussion items? I'll call for the vote. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Hearing none, it is passed. And tonight we have a couple of presentations and awards, and we'll call for our first proclamation, the WaterWise Awareness Month. And we also have our WaterWise Youth Poster Contest recognition ceremony as well. Proclamation from the City of Sierra Vista. Whereas, to ensure an adequate water supply for the future, everyone must be more water-wise. And whereas, good stewardship of our natural resources is a priority for the City of Sierra Vista, and each person can make a difference. And whereas, Water Awareness Month is observed statewide to help raise water awareness, and whereas the city and the WaterWise provide opportunities for the public to learn about water conservation and the role it plays in the lives of the residents of our community. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Clea McCaw, Mayor of the City of Sierra Vista, Arizona, do hereby proclaim the month of April 2026 to be Water Awareness Month. And for the City of Sierra Vista, in witness whereof, I have hereto set my hand and caused the great seal of the City of Sierra Vista to be affixed this 9th day of April in the year of our Lord 2026 in the independence of the United States 249. Clea McCaw, Mayor.
All right. So hi, everyone. My name is Alex Cosmiter. I'm with the WaterWise Youth Program. And Water Awareness Month is actually something that I believe it originated from the WaterWise program here. It was the work of a previous WaterWise person that helped develop the Water Awareness Month into its statewide thing that it is now. And it have a lot of water around here, right? So anything that we can do to conserve water and to create a culture of conservation in our children and in our adults is a worthwhile endeavor in my book. And with that, I would like to announce some of the winners of it's the 29th annual poster contest. The theme this year was "A Drop Can Do a Lot," and we had a lot of really great people bringing their artistic talent. And this year I went ahead and changed the rules so that it wasn't just Sierra Vista area students, but also students throughout the county that I work with. So we have some people that come all the way from Bowie, and yeah, exactly. So this is a really important, I think that this is really great that we have people from all over the county represented today. All right, so let me breathe a second. Okay, all right. I forget to breathe sometimes. All right, so the first, and yeah, if you want to maybe hold that really quick, thank you. Okay, that would be lovely. Thank you so much. You're like, I'm good at this. All right, so the first person I'm going to call out today is Camila Montañez Pacheco, who is from Bowie, all the way from Bowie, and she won first place and for third grade and also grand prize overall with her poster. So if you want to come up here. She also received, here you go. You can stay up here, okay? She also, I'll let you, no. So I actually went to Bowie this morning, and she received a framed poster, actually 2 framed posters, one for her school to display and one for her to display at home. All right, our next one. They may or may not be here, but if I do call your name, please come up here and grab your certificate. So the next is for first place in 4th grade, Brooke Goodman. Here. Okay, no Brooke, but hooray, thank you for your contribution. All right, next is for winning 2nd place for 4th grade is Araya Jackson. Congratulations. All right, for honorable mention in 4th grade, we have Lucy Schultz. All right, for winning first place in 5th grade, Aaliyah Montez. Are you here today? No, but thank you. All right, I am going to butcher this, but Yazaira Jacobo. I think that she's from Douglas, but are you here today? No. Okay, let's give her a round of applause anyway. All right, for winning first place in 6th grade is Juliana Cusa Padilla. Awesome, congratulations. All right, for winning honorable mention in 6th grade is Allison Quintero. You here today, Allison? All right, and for winning first place in 7th grade, we have Damian Davis. Good job, congratulations. Next, for winning 2nd place in 7th grade, we have Sofia Medina. Awesome job, thank you. For honorable mention for 7th grade, we have Liliana Capel. Did you come today? I don't think that I've seen her, but congratulations to her. Next is first place for 8th grade to Zoe Crabb. Congratulations. For 2nd place in 8th grade, we have William Wallace. Thank you. All right, and finally, honorable mention for 8th grade is Taylor Kessler. We got Taylor in the house today. Thank you so much. All right, you guys have been applauding all along, but let's give one last round of applause to our student artists. Would you like, I want to take a picture? Okay.
Our taller kids, our 8th graders, can you fold in kind of behind? And then kind of you on one side and the mayor on the other?
Okay.
and flanking the kids for a nice photo. Say cheese, smiles. All right, thank you.
Okay, you guys are welcome to go sit down if you like, or I guess you can stand up here more if you want, but it'd be a little awkward. Thank you all. Thank you, Mayor McCaw, for your help with everything, and to City Council for your continual support for the program. I look forward to having even more participants next year, and remember to always save water. Thank you.
Congratulations to all the winners. Now we have our Autism Awareness and Acceptance Month proclamation. Sir.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This is actually the first time in the police department we've done Autism Awareness Proclamation. Very important one for us here at the police department. And so April is Autism Awareness and Acceptance Month. In fact, the lights outside the PD every night are blue in awareness of this. Believe it or not, there's actually other colors as well. There's, I believe, orange and black, but this is police department, so we picked blue. And all our officers are wearing bracelets this month. But autism awareness and understanding is very important for us in law enforcement so that we have that positive interaction, understanding the spectrum. And so it was a great idea just to do a proclamation, Mayor. And I have our school resource officers that are here with me tonight. And this month we're continuing to strengthen and sharpen our understanding of the autism spectrum so that we can have great positive interactions with everyone in our community as police officers. This uniform sometimes, you know, it could be something that is a barrier. So we got to break down those barriers, and we do it through training. We're actually doing some activities this month with the adaptive recreation program and continuing to work and do better in understanding and working with the members of our community. But I invited a couple special guests that I want to come stand with me as you read this proclamation. So Katia, if you and Clive would like to come up. So. About a year and a half ago, I received a letter from a young lady who explains she's a single mom, has a child who's autistic, and she was concerned about what we can do in law enforcement as her child goes into school and encounters law enforcement. And she turned me on to a really great resource called the Autism Society, who does training for law enforcement. And so with her recommendation, we brought the Autism Society down to Sierra Vista and trained actually all our city staff. And afterwards, Clyde here got to meet Bowser the Tortoise. Now he has his own Bowser the Tortoise. And it was an opportunity for me to learn and get to know Clyde. He's a beautiful young man. And so glad to have somebody, a citizen in our community, reach out to me and influence me in the ability to make our department better. And so with that, we just want to stand with you and read this proclamation.
Thank you so much. Proclamation from the City of Sierra Vista. Whereas autism spectrum disorder, ASD, is a lifelong, yes sir, developmental condition that affects how individuals communicate, interact, and experience the world. Whereas increasing understanding, acceptance, and inclusion are essential to ensuring that individuals with autism can reach their full potential and live fulfilling lives. And whereas families, educators, healthcare, yes sir, providers, and advocates work tirelessly to support individuals with autism, fostering environments where they are valued, respected, and empowered. Whereas raising public awareness about autism helps break down barriers, reduce stigma, and promotes opportunities for meaningful participation in aspects of community life. And whereas by enhancing autism awareness training, police officers can build safer, more respectful, and more effective interactions with individuals on spectrum, fostering trust, between law enforcement and communities they serve. Now, therefore, be resolved that I, Cleo McCaw, the mayor of City of Sierra Vista, Arizona, do hereby proclaim the month of April 2026 to be Autism Awareness and Acceptance Month in and for the city of Sierra Vista, a witness whereof I have hereto set my hand and caused the great seal of the city of Sierra Vista to be affixed this 9th day of April in the year of our Lord 2026 in independence of the United States of America 249th. Cleo McCaw, Mayor. Mayor, can we bring some more folks up?
Let's get one of you, all of you, and then we'll bring some more folks up. You ready? Look here, say cheese. So everybody else want to come up? You guys all come up and join. Everyone else is here to support. A lot of great supporters tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna take your picture. Is that okay? Okay. You're pretty tall, so don't be breaking.
Kevin.
Yeah, everybody else. Everybody who's here to support me wants to get the photo. I love that somebody can do it. Really wonderful. Mayor? Mayor Beverly, one second. Sorry, Joe. All right, let's all squeeze in. Okay, ready? Everyone look at me. Say cheese. Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you all so much.
Yeah, she's on the phone, and then
I don't know if I mean on the city's Facebook page. City's Facebook page.
I'm gonna get one of the mayor. We put that on Phase Desk.
Also, on another note, if you want to see the posters, the winning posters from the WaterWise competition, go to the
WaterWise, the
WaterWise-
WaterWise website.
WaterWise website, and they're posted there.
Come to the city website. Maybe. We'll figure it out.
WaterWise.com. All right? You're welcome, ma'am. Now we'll have our fair housing proclamation. Sir, how are you? Always good to see you. Proclamation for fair housing. Whereas the 1968 and 1988 Fair Housing Acts declare that this is a national policy to ensure equal opportunities in housing. And whereas these acts prohibit discrimination in sale, rental, leasing, and financing of housing or land on the basis of race, color, national origin, religion, sex, disability, and financial status. And whereas April 2026 marks the 58th annual celebration of Fair Housing Month. Now therefore be resolved that I, Cleo McCaw, Mayor of the City of Sierra Vista, do hereby proclaim April 2026 to be Fair Housing Month in and for the City of Sierra Vista. In witness whereof, I have hereto set my hand and caused the great seal of the City of Sierra Vista to be affixed this 9th day of April in the year of our Lord 2026 in the independence of the United States 249. Cleo McCaw, Mayor. Sir.
It's always an honor to come up and take the proclamation for fair housing. It's as a local realtor here in town. It's our way of life is to provide fair housing for all. We do rentals and home sales, and it's trying to find the right house for everyone. And there is a house for everyone that needs one. And as we get into trying to find more affordable housing. That's probably one of our biggest goals is the fair housing and also something that people that can afford to get into. So thank you very much, Mayor.
Thank you, sir. And now we have our city manager report, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of the council. First, your next regularly scheduled work session is scheduled for April 21st, 3 p.m. here in the council chambers, and the main discussion point is our continuing series of budget work sessions focusing on an overview of our personnel, O&M, and capital budgets. And then, of course, your next regular council meeting is scheduled for the 23rd of April, 5 p.m., also here in the council chambers. Number of items tonight. First, our veterinary services annual contract proposals are due in on May 6th, so we'll report on that when they come in. Your bids for annual street maintenance are out. 3 were received and are currently under review, so hopefully I'll have an update at your next meeting on that. Statement of qualifications for architectural services for the clubhouse at the golf course came in on February 25th. 3 proposals were received, and they will be interviewed, and hopefully a selection will be made soon after. Request for proposals for our energy performance services for our wastewater treatment plant implementation. And we've received 2 proposals for that. Interviews were held March 6th, and we should be able to award those here pretty soon as well. Invitation for bids for Henry Jones Park Phase 1. It was awarded to KWR Construction, and there was a kickoff meeting on April 16th, and that should start soon after that. And then a couple of other items. We just received our sales tax report for February. And a little bit more encouraging this month, so been waiting for me to say that for a long time. We're actually up for the year almost 1% now, up $176,442, and that puts us up for the first time in a while. So hopefully that will continue on. Of interest, we did have a large month for hotel tax, over 50,000 from the time before. That could be a reporting problem that somebody had, and maybe a backup remittance. And then the other is pretty substantial increase in online shopping. So we're seeing Sierra Vistans doing more online shopping, and there's been some action in the legislature that could hurt us in that regard, so we are watching that very closely as well. And then finally, we had our work session on the flock cameras here a few weeks ago, and the work order is in to have Flock remove those cameras. They have quite a few around the country to remove, and they're finally issued a work order to do that. So that should be occurring anytime. And that's all I have tonight, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Any questions? Thank you. Go to item number 2, Councilman Myers.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor, I move that the consent agenda consisting of the work session minutes of March 24th, 2026, the regular meeting minutes of March 26th, 2026, Resolution 2026-024, resignation of Anna Smith from the Tourism Commission, and Resolution 2026-028, approval of a bingo license for We Reserve Real Wishes Foundation, Cochise chapter be approved.
And properly moved in second. Are discussion items? Call for the vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, seeing none is passed. Go to item number 3, Councilman Kilmurray.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move that ordinance 2026-003, Development Code Text Amendment, Section 151.02.004, Definitions, Section 151.06.004, Temporary Uses, Section 151.22.006, Matrix of Use Permissions by Zoning District, Mobile Medical Unit Conditional Use Permitting be approved.
Second.
Probably moved in second. Staff report, Mr. Fisher. Good afternoon, sir.
Hello, Mr. Mayor, members of council. So this is the adoption to ordinance phase of the Development Code text amendment application staff received from CDL Nuclear Technologies. The applicant is seeking the creation of a permitting pathway for the placement of mobile medical units here within the city of Sierra Vista. And the proposed text amendments are here on the screen. We've got the addition of a definition of what a mobile medical unit is in our definition section of the Development Code. We've added it to the temporary use section down here below for those seeking applications for 90 days or fewer. And for longer term durations, we have added it to our zoning matrix here for accessory uses for hospitals, animal hospitals, and licensed healthcare institutions. And so that is the summary of the proposed text amendment proposals that we have here today. So that concludes the staff report.
Thank you, sir. Are any comments, questions for Mr. Fisher? Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Hey, Blake, so Pima Hart is leaving. So are they, so basically we have the ordinance in place now that'll smooth the way for future businesses. Are they going to actually request a variance under this ordinance for their trailer, or are they just moving it out? Do you know?
Mayor McCaw, Councilman Kilmurray, the original proposal of what the applicant CDL Nuclear Technologies in association with Pima Heart and Vascular had in mind was they would go through this process and then they would apply for a conditional use permit for their location off Fry Boulevard to park beside it and do their imaging there. Though with the closure of that site, they have expressed that they are not sure when they're going to potentially reopen. They are seeking to reopen in the future, but right now they are not going to pursue any conditional use permits because the site is closed.
Do we have any other businesses who would be using this ordinance in the near future, by any chance?
Mayor McCaw, Councilman Kilmurray, in 2022, we did receive an application for one of these mobile medical units from Canyon Vista Medical Center. So we have received similar interest in the past, as well as people that have called us informally over the phone with interest in potentially setting up, but have not followed through and applied. So we do receive interest and have received applicants from other people beyond Pima as well.
Thank you, Blake.
Thank you.
I'll call for the vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, seeing none, it's passed. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And we go to item number 4, Councilwoman Landry.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move that resolution 2026-025, an intergovernmental agreement with the city of Wilcox for building inspections and plan reviews be approved.
Second.
Probably moves in second. Staff report, ma'am.
Thank you, Mayor McCaw and members of council. The City of Wilcox reached out recently and asked for our assistance with building inspection and plan review services. And as is our tradition, when our neighboring cities reach out and ask for our help and we have the ability and the capacity to do so, we are willing and able to assist them. This IGA would allow us to send our building inspectors over to Wilcox for building inspection and plan review services. Wilcox does intend to seek hiring their own building inspector, but it can take some time, so it is hopefully short term, but that short term could go on for a while. This would cover their time and travel expenses, and Wilcox is completely on board with paying for all those expenses. We do have several changes from Tuesday when you first reviewed this. I've added consideration for overtime. That's in section 1H at Mr. Kilmurray's request. The Wilcox city attorney wasn't able to get his review back until Wednesday. He is the Arizona Risk Pool and Retention attorney, and so he has very specific preferences for liability and insurance wording. So he requested those changes, and then Wilcox requested a couple minor changes, just that time be billed in 15-minute increments and quarterly billing instead of monthly. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Comments, questions? Yes, sir.
Victoria, so it was hourly billing and they wanted to do it by 15-minute billing?
Correct, Mr. Kilmurray.
And was that their only substantive change?
And the request for quarterly billing instead of monthly.
Thank you. Thanks for adding this thing about overtime too.
I'll call for the vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, it is passed. And we go to item number 5, Councilman Myers.
Mr. Mayor, I move that Resolution 2026-026, donation of a 2014 Ford Explorer police vehicle to the Southeastern Arizona Law Enforcement Training Academy be approved.
Second.
We properly moved in second. Staff report, Chief Heiser.
Good afternoon, Mayor, members of council. With this resolution, I'm requesting approval of donating a surplus patrol vehicle that's been in our fleet since 2014 and now is at end of life in our agency. It can be repurposed with very good value with Cochise College at Police Academy, where we have a really great relationship with them. So this donation of the vehicle will actually pay us back, and I'll explain that. We donate this vehicle to Cochise College. Our recruits use at Academy. This vehicle that we donate will be maintained by the college and is used for training. Some of that training is pretty rough on the cars, especially emergency vehicle operations training. Tough on brakes, tough on transmissions and tires. So I prefer to use those vehicles rather than our current fleet vehicles for this training that we end up later having to do more maintenance on. So we do get a great benefit out of this. The emergency equipment's going to go with it as well. So they can practice traffic stops and using the lights and stuff at night. And interestingly, for that type of vehicle, we really don't repurpose that type of emergency lights anymore anyway, and we don't want to sell them to the public, so it seems like it's the right home for that emergency equipment anyway. And with that, I'll answer any questions.
Questions, comments from the dais? I'll call for the vote. All's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, it is passed. Item number 6, Councilman Rodriguez.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Mayor, I move that Resolution 2026-027, restating the city's commitment to fair housing in Sierra Vista, be approved.
Second.
Been properly moved in second. Staff report. Mr. Landis is not here.
I'll handle this one.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mayor, members of council, each April is nationally recognized as Fair Housing Month, commemorating the passage of the Fair Housing Act in 1968. This resolution continues the city's longstanding practice, acknowledging that milestone and reinforcing our commitment to equal housing opportunity for all residents. Adopting this resolution is a simple but important step in maintaining compliance with federal requirements associated with community development block grant funding. More importantly, it demonstrates the city's continued leadership in promoting an inclusive community where individuals and families have access to housing free from discrimination. Through this action, the city reaffirms its commitment to affirmatively furthering fair housing by increasing awareness of fair housing rights and responsibilities, supporting education and outreach efforts. There's no budget impact associated with this item. Staff recommends approval.
Excellent. Any questions, comments? Yes, sir.
Hey, Matt, if somebody in town were to feel like maybe they are subject to this or victim of something that's not legal, what would be their best approach to start off with?
There are two avenues that individual could pursue. One is the Southwest Fair Housing Council, who handles complaints all across Arizona. The second is the Arizona Attorney General's office. They also receive complaints and do investigations. So my recommendation would be to start with the Southwest Fair Housing Council, who's in Tucson, easier to access.
Perfect. Thank you.
Sure.
Any more? Yes, sir.
Other than zoning, what can we do to move forward with fair housing? Is there anything really the city has?
Well, fortunately, yeah. You may recall the plan we put together that documented the number of complaints is a relatively known number. It's not a pervasive problem in our community. I think the best approach is what we're doing is through education, making sure our residents are aware of their rights under the Fair Housing Act, and providing avenues for recourse if they're aggrieved. If rents are being offered at two different rates, or if amenities within an apartment complex aren't being offered to families or certain classes of people, they're rights people can assert and get those addressed. And I think what we're doing today and throughout the year through promoting education through the realtor community, Randy represents WeServe, and they go through their own trainings, I think is the best course of action.
Thanks, ma'am.
Sure.
I think,
Yes, sir.
I mean, another program we've had historically, right? Partnering with Cochise College when we do have a property that gets either foreclosed on or so forth, so forth. But I think, I mean, moving forward, it doesn't, as I think as a council, we can, if we do have a property that comes available, talk about, hey, what's the plan for this, or what is our guidance to the community to use that property? If we do continue to still partner with Cochise College or do something else, like, hey, maybe there's another opportunity for something else that's come up, like the recently, the one the IDA is doing or seeking to do.
Affordable housing.
Affordable housing, right?
Yeah, that's a different subject.
So it's kind of, I don't know, it's close, but fair housing versus affordable housing.
Yeah, I understand. Thanks.
Any others? I'll call for the vote. All's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, it is passed. Now we have 2 calls to the public tonight. We'll open it up. Our first call to the public is Darla and Cecil Black. You come to the mic here. You have 5 minutes. Darla Black. You have 5 minutes. You'll see the green light illuminated here. When red, your time is expired. Know that we cannot respond back to you. We're hearing you. You're talking to us. All right?
Okay. Good evening, everyone. This is my first time ever being here, and I respect everybody. Okay. My name is Darla Black. I am a citizen of Sierra Vista, Arizona, and I am asking you all to look into a situation that I went into, that I was working. I've been working at a place for, I'm not going to call this name because I've already spoken with a person and I've signed papers that I would not be able to say the place's name, but yet and still, some places need to be trained more on bullying. We need to have more awareness that people can go to work and come home in a peaceful manner. We need to, I'm asking for some type of help for as diversity, sensitivity, with helping with the hostile workplace bullying. It's really ridiculous. And y'all know what to do. Y'all the powers of the town. And I'm just bringing it to your awareness. I'm not the only person that would be treated like that, but I am willing to speak for the people because being bullied every single day on your job, you're trying to do your job, taking care of people with DDD situations, and your coworkers want to, replace you. They have to do it in a positive way. There's a legal way to do things, and there's other way to do things. Far as basically discriminating against you, how they do things, okay, it's how you do things. My husband can let you know I kept going back anyway. I kept going back because the people needed me, okay? The supervisor didn't do what she needed to do. It was just a bunch of people came against me. It was not fair. It just was not fair. I don't care who it was. It just was not fair. And also, I'm just asking for what type of, these people need to be held accountable or they need to be trained, new management. Somebody need to be trained. That's it. It needs to be more training. And I keep saying more training because maybe they don't know how because they were young. They were young. And I've been at the place for 7 years. They've been there about 6 or 7 months, maybe a year. I don't know. I just know that when the person told me that she's going to get her boyfriend to run over me, I didn't go back. I felt like I needed to save myself. And I do feel like that y'all need to know it's a good place. They take care of people. But when they act that way in front of the clients, what do the clients think, of other workers? You know what I'm saying? What I do is I donate stuff. I do the best I can. I've been taking care of people since 1991. And I don't want these people to just ruin my record in 6 months, because 6 months I worked with them every single day. It wasn't kind. I just didn't feel like writing everything down. And that's another thing. Is there anywhere that we can go to learn how to handle this kind of stuff? Say like with me, because I ain't never been in a real hostile environment like that before. they said, well, you should write down everything. I need to know how to do it as well. I need to know how to protect myself. And I'm talking about people get bullied, and, you know, the younger people that's coming, you know what I'm saying? The younger people that's coming, they don't need to be bullied. Bullying is a serious matter. It really is. Bullying is a serious matter. Cecil, you want to tell them?
Yes. I'm Cecil Black, and I'm here to support my wife. Here, she's been bullied around here for at least 15 years. And
talking about the work.
In the workplace. And so this place, people just come against her, and she did a lot of good things, and she bought TVs and donated, you know, lots of things for this place, and so I guess people just get, you know, jealous and just start, you know, reacting certain ways and stuff. But she shouldn't have to go through that, you know. No one should go through these situations, you know. And so it's just something that just needs to be done about it, you know. And it just needs.
They need to be
addressed
trained.
and trained, you know.
They need to be trained.
Thank you so much. Your time has expired.
Oh, you what?
Thank you, Cecil. Thank you, Darla. Our next call to the public is Ian and Michelle Hoffman. Again, you have 5 minutes. You'll see if green light illuminated. Red means your time has expired.
Hi. Thank you, Mayor. My name is Michelle, and council and everyone. I appreciate your work. I really appreciate your commitment to trying to do the best that you can to make the city a good place to live and also good for families. So my name is Michelle, and this is my son, Ian. And I was born in Bisbee. Ian was born in Tucson, so we're from Arizona. We consider this to be our home, Sierra Vista.
Forever home.
In particular, yeah. We don't ever want to leave Sierra Vista. We did have to leave Arizona and move to Nevada. We lived in Las Vegas for 30 years for economic reasons and other opportunities. And the thing I want to really make a point of saying, and to help Ian also, to make a request of you. And it's regarding autism. And we thought that tonight would be the perfect night, since it's been proclaimed Autism Awareness Month, to ask for, well, I'm not going to make the request yet. I want to build up to it a little bit. But we want to express our gratitude and real, I can't even say it enough how great this program is for the Adult Adaptive Recreation Program through the city. And I wanted to let you know that we lived in Las Vegas, which is a very large metropolitan area. There was nothing that compares to the quality of this adult adaptive recreation program that we have here in this city. And I just can't say enough positive about it. I love the way it's run, the people that work there, everything about it, the activities that they do. Ian's really, really happy with it. We've been back here for 5 years, and Ian has been in the program. I guess we did it for we've been active in it for like about 4 years.
Yeah,
yeah, we had to get settled.
20 something.
Yeah, 22, I think.
Yeah, something.
Yeah,
like that, yeah.
And so, did you want to say something about the program in particular?
Well, the humans at the Parks and Recs program I go to, I like for you guys to give them infinity dollars, so they can do whatever they want with it and like expand the program and get more people and like more staff and more clients. That's all. Yeah.
What a treasure! What a blessing. So I wanted to also bring attention to this because sometimes I feel like adults might be overlooked, adults with developmental disabilities. And, you know, just because people grow up doesn't mean they outgrow their disabilities.
Nope.
So there's always a need for support.
Yeah.
And this program, so we are asking for, if you could find somewhere, I know the budget's tight and everything, but if you could find somewhere money to maybe move around or something to help support the program and the individuals who participate in it, as well as their families, because raising a child with autism can be, I mean, it's like there's, it's chronic and unrelenting stress.
Yeah.
And you can't imagine what it's like unless you raise a child. And I raised 2 children with autism out of 3 boys. And I also want to say that I think Chief Heiser and Chief Jones can appreciate that it helps, this program helps the whole community. Because it saved money in the long run on mental health issues.
I guess, yeah.
And so it benefits everybody. It benefits the whole community. And so it's a really good investment.
Yeah.
And your return on it. I just want to say, please, and to help if you can. And like I said, I can't say enough about how great it is. Oh, and it's bursting at the seams as far as people who want to participate. And they have wait lists for activities because not everybody wants to go to every activity, but sometimes you get on wait lists and you got to be fast to call and get on the sign up for their programs every month. So it's definitely a need.
Of course.
Yeah. And, you know, lifelong friendships and the families get to participate, whoever, as much as you want.
Yeah.
So thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Michelle. We'll go to comments and requests from the council, starting with Councilman Myers.
I don't have anything tonight.
Thank you, sir. Councilwoman Jackson's not here. Councilman Rodriguez.
Thank you, sir. Love the WaterWise Awards. It's one of my favorite things to see for the year, and I just love how, because water is so important to Arizona and to our globe, to our universe, to the world. So it's good to see that these young kids, they get involved at an early age. So I really love seeing that. And then autism awareness. Obviously, it was great to see all the families, organizations coming out, people speaking about it. It's great that our community is, our first responders, our fire, our PD, obviously they're getting trained. It's very important, to know how to interact with someone on the spectrum. It's very important that they're doing that, and I'm glad they're doing that. Just avoid any unnecessary confrontation if you don't understand. So I think that's super important. So thanks, Chief, both of you guys for doing that and making sure everybody's trained on that, because it's really big for our community, obviously, as you heard from people speaking today. And the Special Olympics torch run is tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir.
Right? So
7:30.
there is a shuttle from the Rothery. It's going to end at PD.
Yes.
Right? It's going to start at 8 a.m. at the Rothery Center. And there's a shuttle from PD at 7:30 going back that way if you want to do that. So if not, you can walk back or run back to the start point. But anyway, so it'll be ending. It'll be start at the Rothery, end up at PD tomorrow morning. So that'll be a great event. It'll be on the sidewalk the whole time. Normally, don't go out into the street. Tour de Zona kicking off this weekend at the park. People are already rolling in there. A bunch of bikes out there, so you will see them. That's what all the special event signs are. People ask what those mean. It is for Tour de Zona, which goes till Sunday. The only road closure will be Sunday. That's when Charleston's going to be closed. From I think 8 in the morning to 4 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. You can still get to Tombstone. If you go Highway 90 east and go out to 80 and go north, you can still get to Tombstone that way and reverse it to come back. We had a celebration of life today, and there's been a few in the community recently. So just thinking about the families of Mr. John Campaign, Mr. Bill Tucker, we call Doc as well, and then today Louis Chavez, husband of Mama Chavez, who a lot of people know, well-known people in the community. Some people may know Louis as Moose. It was a great ceremony today at the church, at the cemetery, and VFW. So I want to thank all the first responders that participated in that. There were so many first responders out there that people kept asking, was he a first responder? His son was a firefighter for a while, but him and his wife they spend so much time in our community. You see Mama Chavez walking around with her salsa and stuff like that, and they have their hot dog cart at all the events. and they don't ever make any money because they donate everything. So I just want to think about their founder right now, and may Louis rest in peace. So just have them in your prayers. On a happier note, we have the Miss Sierra Vista Red Gala fundraiser this Saturday. It's going to be on the West End, 665 North Garden Avenue at 6 p.m. That is the Soldier Creek Business Center. If you need tickets, go to MissSierraVista.com. You can get them there. And then on Monday, we have a Vinnie's fundraiser. It's all day long, and that supports a great cause, which is Buena's 2026 project graduation. So go eat at Vinnie's all day on Monday to support our youth. And that's all I have.
Thank you, sir. Go to Councilman Kilmurray.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Chief Heiser, every time I hear you speak, it has to do something uplifting and something giving back and something, I call it collision avoidance in our city. And rather than just law enforcement is something that kind of avoids law enforcement. And whether it's here or at our community partners, Catholic Community Services. And so I just wanted to say my appreciation for what you guys do and the culture you've developed in the police department.
Thank you.
Thanks there.
Thank you.
And Victoria, since we last spoke, they announced that JCMS is closing now. And could we get even just a short update in the near future about what you guys are looking for and what you think, how we're moving forward, particularly the costs with the two schools and whatever our relationship buying them or whatever that is looking like up to now. I'd appreciate it. Sure. Thanks. And that's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Councilman Landry.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So there's lots going on this weekend. Definitely be watching out for the cyclists that are out there. There's lots of things going on at the park this weekend as well. So if you want to get out there and there's music and food and stuff and just kind of be a part of that, I think that's a really cool thing that's going on. And I look forward to seeing how it grows in the future. I also want to thank everybody that was here tonight and everybody that spoke. It's always great to see people in the audience and to hear your thoughts and things that are important to you. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. And that's been, the last few meetings have been very busy and they've been a little bit longer meetings. So I haven't been able to do my mention of things that are in the council executive report. So tonight's the night for me to do that. I always appreciate the council executive report whenever it comes out. It does have a lot of really great information. I wish everybody in the community would be aware of it and be able to refer to it because it does answer a lot of questions that people might have and a lot of information. Sometimes people say that there's not a lot that's going on in the community, but there's lots of things going on in all kinds of different areas of interest. So reach out and ask questions about things that are going on, and I'm sure you'll find an area or a group that interests you. But I wanted to mention the new lifeguard instructor, Jacqueline Linton, who is certified. So it's the certification that she goes through. It's 2 intensive days to go through a lot of these things, and it's a crucial role in ensuring that everybody maintains the highest level of performance. It's really important to have somebody there because you never know if anything's going to happen, if there's going to be an emergency, and so you want people that are trained and ready to act if anything happens, just to make sure everybody's safe. And then at the Cove as well, Miss Brianna Kelly has been a really great person for the patrons there. There's a shy, quiet person there that has been let me get my words going on tonight. Sorry. A little bit harder, I guess, today. But she's, her and her team have reached out and made one of the patrons there celebrate their birthday and feel, she made everybody feel welcome. She's doing great things. Thank you to her for that. It's always great to feel welcome in a place, and sometimes I definitely know what it feels like to be shy and introverted. So sometimes when somebody reaches out a little bit more, it means so much more than you realize. So thank you to her and her team for everything that they're doing. In human resources and for the benefits, there was an on-site mobile mammogram wellness event that was held in January, and it had 49 participants. So I feel like that's something that's very important to have, especially on-site, because sometimes going through your life, you don't want to make appointments or there's certain barriers and you're not able to have that done. And I think it's very important to keep an eye on things for men as well. It's not just a women thing. So thank you for having that, and for the participants that got themselves checked out. Make sure that you continue to do that all the time. It's very important to be aware of your body and if anything changes. In the police department, major crimes detective Jessica Farrell received recent recognition at the Elks Lodge Officer of the Year. So I just wanted to mention that. Thank you for everything that she does. I think that's the notable major crime cases in the executive report has a lot of really great information. And I think that, especially people in the community, I think it'd be very helpful to kind of take a look at that to see what everybody's doing to keep the community safe. And then one more thing in the executive report, I always think it's great to recognize people that are doing great things. I think we're very fortunate in our community to have so many people that care about what they do and care about our community and do so many great things. I'm gonna say that one more time, that phrase. And as was mentioned, people that really care, and they go above and beyond to make people feel welcome and do things that to kind of bring them out. So employees of the quarter in the police department, there was 2 officers, Alexis Thompson and Zachary Matarang, for working jointly on a felony case. And doing a lot of work to get some things taken care of. And then Officer William Partridge for responding to a welfare check in an apartment that found that there were 3 children that were in a serious state of neglect. So thank you to them and their hard work. And then also I just wanted to mention again about the pup run that's going on later this month. You can go to Eventbrite and check that out. It's a 3K, so it's not a 5K. It's less than 2 miles, and there's going to be dogs there, and it's a great cause. And then later on, right before the summer starts, in the end of May, is the Summit Challenge, and that's a great thing that happens every year. I always look forward to participating. You can do 1, 2, or 3 peaks that day in our beautiful mountains. There are people there that are keeping track of everybody, keeping everybody safe. And afterwards in the park is the Beer and Spirits Festival and wine as well. And there's nothing better than a cold beer after doing those peaks. So if you do the peaks, make sure that you get your beer afterwards. But if you haven't done it, I definitely recommend you doing it. It's a lot of fun. And with that, be blessed and blessed be.
Excellent. Vice Mayor Flowers.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I normally wouldn't say anything when I have to call in like this, but it's been heavy on my heart, and I'm sure with all of you as well, with the families and the loved ones affected by the tragedy on Tuesday at the intersection of Coronado and 90. And so I want to say I'm incredibly grateful to our first responders, their dedication, their care, and to the community members that stepped up and started acting the way when they witnessed what happened. Thank you, and I just ask that we keep them all in our thoughts and prayers. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice. With that, thank you for our first responders. Just like Vice Mayor said, Chief Heiser, Chief Jones, I consider you as my battle buddies. That's why I reached out to you to check on y'all, how you're doing. We're praying for you. You're in our prayers. The families in our prayers. Also, Bella Vista School teachers and educators, as well as the students, they're in our prayers as well. With that, blessed be and be blessed.